everybody, I'm Jason, this is Freebird Garage. Today we are doing the rear wheel, my FXR, just button everything back up on it. Got all the pieces, new bearings, seals, all that good stuff coming in. So let's do the breakdown and get this all put together and how you should pack your bearings and get it all set up, all right? Let's get it done. All right, so last wheel episode I had on this FXR, you're doing this rear wheel. Painted it, cleaned it up, looked brand new again. Both sides now complete, looks great. Probably do a little more polishing, get this metal cleaned up, but I like how it came out for now. And we're good enough to get the bearings in, all right? And found out something. Doing some research in my other FXR, which is a 92, 91 and up, they started using shims, top hats, spacers, and all that in between the wheel to get the right wheel plate that you need to have. Now on this one I found out that it's just the bearings that need to be replaced and there are no shims with this. I was wrong. That right there is all this wheel needs plus the bearings. Now of course you always want to mic your bike up, mic your wheel up, and make sure that it is it, but that's what I found out with this one. I was wrong on it and we're going to do this and get this completed for this 88 FXR, and that probably goes all the way down to, let's say, 84, I would say, I believe, all the way up to, yeah, 84 to 90. But double check your service manual, make sure that's what you go into, make sure that your wheel play is correct before you go and do all this. This is what I found on mine, that the wheel shim in between, all it takes is this one shim, and that's all it is, all right? So, package that I went with for new bearing and seals is this 2251002. Right there, it's got all of our goodies in there. Let's open this stuff up, show how I pack it, get it done. All right, first thing, gotta grab our wheel bearing grease. That's what I like to use right there, some high temp. We're gonna coat the inside. The race is still good, so make sure that the inside's all cleaned up. Race doesn't have any gouges, anything going on, it's weird. And that would cause any kind of stoppage on your bearing, so it looks pretty good in there. So we're going to grease this up all around we want. Okay, get in there. Nice and coated. Flip around to the other side here. This would be the pulley side. Normally, I would set up all my spacers stacked up on the pulley side. But in this case, since there is none, it's just the middle spacer. It'll be just fine. Get that all wrapped around. Looks good there. And we'll get a little more on the bottom. A little more ain't gonna hurt you there. All right. Cool. All right, good there. And what we're gonna set up now essentially is our spacer. The one lonely spacer. Okay. Gotta grease that one up. Make sure it's got a nice gob of coating on there. Back and forth. Beautiful. Okay. Put that aside for now, so we don't forget to grease that up. All right, so we got two ways we can do this. We can do the bearings first, which essentially we're gonna do. All right. Let's think about one side or the other. We're gonna do the bearings. And there's our dry fit bearing right there. What I like to use is a bearing packer. So I'm just do it the old school way and roll it into your hand, but if you got a tool, why not use it? So see the inside there, if you've ever seen one before. And we will show this whole process. So here's our bucket there. Got our new bearing. Slip that over there, cool. There I'm just going to go into here, put that across, then start packing the grease into it. Okay, all right, doesn't take much, but I'll show you guys what it looks like, of course, once you get it all packed. Beautifully even inside, look at that, all the way around, so you don't have to worry about missing any spots. Don't want to contaminate that end to anywhere. Pull that out. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Get that all nice and smeared in there. Good, cool. We'll drop that in just like that. Okay, we are building the one side because you can't really stack it because it's going to fall out. So we're essentially building this side to cap it off in order to build the other side. Okay, that's set. Put that aside for the next one. And let's get started on the seal. Seals, same for both sides, they don't change. This open. All right, all ready to put in. Just kidding. We do not put in dry fit, all right? We need to make sure that this seal is nice and packed as well. No cowbell on the back there for you guys. Okay. You want to make a nice cake layer of the inside of this. Sometimes just scooping it right in. Okay, nice, sealed up. I'm gonna clean up the outside a little bit, just make sure we got a good seal on it. There we go. That should look a little better. Nice clean on the outside, nice and packed on the inside, all right? So let's get this drove into the wheel now, all right? I'll show you guys what we use. Seal installers. I use this Maddox Harbor Freight one. It's awesome. It's been tried and true. It's very simple, basic, and easy to use. Doesn't get much more simple than that. These can get really expensive, especially if you're going to use a one-time use. This one is the smaller set. It'll cover you for your wheel seals and your seals for inner primer. At least my experience of going through these have worked out awesome. You might be able to find one, I'm pretty sure, on the exact Amazon or something like that. But for this one, we're gonna be using a 50 millimeter here. And we got our driver. So setting this up, take off the screw here. Pull that over. I'll just snug it down, and there we are, ready to install the seal. You gotta make sure that you're 5/16 below the lip on your hub, and using this installer of mine, it's actually right there. So by the time it gets drove in, it is 5/16 below. Just ironically, this kit has the perfect fit for it. So boom, just like that. You can use your hand, but I'm just a fan of just making sure that it is perfectly even going in. I'll just kind of start it with my hand, get it nice to where it sits evenly. We'll get our driver up there. Okay. All right. Drive it in. Boom. Perfect. Every time with that. Awesome. All right, let's flip to the other side. All right, same part on the other side. Just make sure you get your spacer in. And this would be technically the pulley side. So if you're on your other years, you want to make sure that you have all your shims in there as well. Make sure it sits flat. Don't want it all cockeyed in there. Looks perfect how we need it to be. And we're going to get our second bearing here packed. Throw it in the plunger there. Two seconds. There we are, packed once again. Both sides. Looks good. Smear that up. Just even everything out once more. Plop that in. All right. Got our seal. Canister. Scoop in. The forbidden red licorice goes around. There we go. Pack that all inside. Save a little for the can. Put that back in there. And let's wipe off the extras. All right. Put that right on top. Even as possible. Get our tool here prepped and ready. Whoop, a little sideways there. Bam! Wheel bearing seals all installed. Looks awesome, easy, done with everything that I have between the tools. Packing makes things a lot faster to get these things done. If you've never done it before, give it a shot. It's easy to do. Now, this is dinosaur technology. You can get actually conversion kits to get into sealed bearings and then just be up forth. Even Harley themselves, past 99, went into sealed bearings. And if you like this cast wheel look for your FXR, there are conversions, or you can just move up to like the 13 spoke with the sealed bearing. Looks real sweet, but a little more pricier, I think, for the low cost rims. Clean them up, get the bearings, they work out beautifully, and there's no problems. You're gonna have them. Just gotta maintain them here and there for your inspections, and you're good to go. But for now, guys, that'll about wrap for me on this one. I would greatly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell what you think. For those who are subscribed, thank you as always. Stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.